I think I would simp for Xenos. If Xenos would have an OnlyFans account, I would pay my money for that, actually.
Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant, if you will accept me.
The singing part is clearer now. It's nice. In the trailer teaser, you couldn't hear him singing very clearly. Now you can. No, it's actually the singer from Architects. Very popular metalcore band.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Yeah, that's everything like it is on the teaser. By the way, the riff is actually more progressive. I remember it not so progressive like it is now on the teaser. I think the riff has become more progressive now. It's just more this up and down progressive riff nature. If you're kind of having knowledge about progressive metal music, I'm a big progressive metal fan, and the riff is more progressive or clearer now. I don't know. You can listen to it again. Yeah, it's very clear. The riff now votes for universal healthcare. Yeah, Soken back at it again. Yeah, Soken is having a blast. By the way, if you want to see a whole speculation and analysis about the plot and the character development and all the background story of what is happening inside the trailer with really good insight, I highly recommend to check out Tamtam's video, because this will also be on YouTube, so I will also link this in the description. You can find it there, and you should definitely check out Tamtam's video about that. That's insane. I like Non-Existent said, I haven't known some stuff before listening to her video and watching her video, so definitely worth a watch. You should definitely consider doing. Okay, go. Okay, she's still not so nice. I think in this spot it's perfectly fitting, and it's describing Alisae's character, but she's not very kind to Alphino. She's actually kind of the iconic, producing the kind of iconic reaction of a true DPS player that is just demanding the healer to, come on, dude, heal me. Heal me already. I have pulled the whole dungeon. I'm not the tank, but I have pulled the whole wall-to-wall stuff in the dungeon, and you don't heal me. You are the idiot. That's actually the iconic reaction towards not getting healed in the right time. A true reaction to annoying siblings. Okay, I have to agree with one thing that Asmongold said. this part looks badass. He's absolutely right about that. I love Istinian, and that he's having a personal dragon as mount or something is super, super nice. I love that idea, and maybe they will introduce something for the Dragoon like that. Guys, what do you think? A Dragoon with having a dragon like pet, or maybe in the form like the Machinist has it, to summon it when your ice gauge has evolved to a certain point, and then you summon your dragon for a certain amount of time. Oh my goodness. I guess then even I would not only play melee jobs for the Reaper, but for the Dragoon as well. And that's definitely another idea to get yourself ready to farm up some maiming gear again. That would be awesome. Beast Master Dragoon, yeah, kind of combination, but the speculations were already hitting towards that direction that Beastmaster could be a limited job introduced in Endwalker, like we got on the Blue Mage. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Please look forward to it. I have to be completely honest with you. I'm a big fan of metalcore, and I think especially the singer from Architect is super good at doing this metalcore vibe, but the music sounds a bit isolated here. I don't know. It's kind of not the broad stage. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I like the tone of it, and I like the thing. But I want to actually think what Asmongold is criticizing here. It doesn't matter actually. But I would think that there's some honesty behind it and some reason behind it, because the stage, the sound stage, just sounds super thin here. Normally on trailers you have this vast melodic stuff, this epic chorus and all that stuff, and due to the singer being in focus, and I know why they did that, because they hired the singer of Architects here, I guess that this thinness is a bit not trailer-like, and I think that could be the case, that people that are used to these epic trailers with epic orchestral and chorus music with such a broad and wide soundstage, that this could sound like, he's super wrong with emo music. I don't know what is that? What is that term? It's that's just Asmongold in his character. I don't know, but apart from that, the broadness, the wideness of the stage, the sound stage, is a bit thin here, and not the usual trailer. And I guess that's for some people not a cool thing, but I do like it. I do like that it's perfectly fitting to what's actually happening in Final Fantasy XIV at that point. And I love that they hired or set out some effort to hire very popular singers from these style of music, so it's super nice. Asmongold can keep his World of Warcraft trailer music. Yeah, where I have to defend him in kind of way is that I actually do like the World of Warcraft trailer music as well. I would not compare this because it's super, super different, and it had goosebumps when SB music started with the voice. Exactly. I think Soken can do all these aspects, all the music settings, all the music styles. He can produce all of them. I think one of the coolest songs still in game is the Shinryu theme that plays after, I think, the transition into the second phase and the first phase as well. This is the exact opposite of this trailer. This is the open wide sound stage. This is with the chorus, and also the soundtrack from Bosja, the final boss in the Lubrum Regina. That's also so powerful, though, so broad, this epic orchestral music. And I love that Soken is able to produce both sides of the scale, and that's insane. And I'm very, very actually sad that Asmongold doesn't have a single clue about this. He doesn't know how awesome Soken is and how much of a skilled person he is to compose on both sides of the scale. And yeah, no, you're right. Daughter of the Sea, on the other hand, what Blizzard is offering, that's super narrow, super compressed onto the voice, super focusing on the voice, is a genius song. It's I think the trailer Daughter of the Sea is actually the best thing I ever watched in Battle for Azeroth, and the only thing that made this expansion worth anything for me. All the trailers, Daughter of the Sea, the thing where Sylvanas is burning the tree and stuff. Yeah, I think at least when on talking about trailers, World of Warcraft is not bad. Let's be honest, they are not bad with trailers. But this is definitely something we have to acknowledge, and this style may not be for everyone, but pushing it down like just it's just grungy emo music, that is really not nice, and I don't like that term, and I don't like that he's just thrashing on this. But yeah, I think that's your thought too. The music in this trailer is not intended to be a super epic BGM. It tells a long story while preparing you for what to come. Exactly, Macy. That's it. It's just the start into it. It's not the climax. It shall not serve as the climax, because the climax will happen in the story, and that's exactly what happened for me in Stormblood, for example. The finale against Xenos was so intense, and I actually think the best moment in Stormblood, so please, for all those that haven't played Stormblood until that point, the best point in the Stormblood story for me was everything that happened in the fight against Yotsuyu, against her turning into, I don't spoil it here, I wouldn't want to spoil it here, but the fight against Yotsuyu, the real fight, you know which one I'm talking about, this was one of the most intense moments for me in Stormblood. And we also got this intense spectrum, this awesome soundtrack. I love the soundtrack of this fight. You know that I'm using this for many of my samurai videos or in general, and just insane. I really love that. But yeah, it's a difference here. It's like Macy said, it's kind of, staggering up, and it's just the start into what is becoming the super epic BGM we're expecting. Your favorite track ever you've come across in this game is still Alexander twinning music from Belief A1. Just love that style. I think the style is super unique and different, and that's what I meant. Soken is able to compose on so many scales. He's having so many jazzy soundtracks that are awesome, like the dungeon in the first dungeon of the Academia dungeon, and the twinning. Yeah, you're right. The twinning and the brute force, is it called? I think brute force, you know which one. The boss of the final tier of Alexander. That's awesome. The Yotsuyu fight was hinting to those Moon Bunnies people. Actually, it was. You're right. A brute justice, exactly. End of an era gives me goosebumps all the time, especially with the commentary of the Sage. Absolutely, yeah. All the Realm Reborn trailers were just mind-blowing, and answers and all that stuff. That's just awesome. Okay, let's go into the trailer again. So much about the music. It's narrow, you're right, but it's cool still.
The stage is set, but will our heroes deign to play their part?
Oh, I like that transition. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is really awesome. This transition is just magic. Whoever cut this together, and the composition of Soken is just genius here.
The stage is set, but will our heroes deign to play their part?
Oh my goodness, the scream kind of symboling the end of this grungy metalcore part, or this grungy progressive rock part, into this epic orchestral typical trailer theme, with Thancred being the first one that you can see, who's definitely a very good looking guy. But that's an awesome transition, don't you think so? Oh my goodness. And the camera that turns around after the chair or the throne that Xenos is sitting on, and genius. Insanely genius. He's very sexy indeed. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that to 100%.
You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
Yeah, we still got the unique Final Fantasy XIV theme playing in the background. That's awesome. And I think this theme will be, I don't know, maybe this will end actually in Endwalker. We will hear this theme for the final events that will end this expansion as well. And maybe they will round up a complete new soundtrack for the after 6.6 or the 7.0 expansion then. But I love this theme. It bears so many memories for me. Oh look, it's Urianger, your husband. Yeah, he's very, very, very cool guy as well. I love Urianger. It's one of my favorite characters in the whole, not among the science alone, but the whole character spectrum here. Am I the only one who wants to get blasted by Thancred? Oh, that was... I don't know. Maybe that's just you, but I guess there are some others that are looking forward to it as well. Oh, that part is awesome. I heard many people telling that this part they love to see this part being excluded in a song or something. And I hope that they are able to introduce that for kind of the theme. Or imagine if there would be a boss fight, a trial inside Sharlayan, for example. It could be. Definitely they have some secrets that can be unraveled. So check out Temtem's video again for these secrets, or talking about this Sharlayan stuff again. But I think there could be a trial where you can see this music being a whole center of battle music, or being in focus and not just a small fraction of a trailer here. And what you said, was there ever a reason that Urianger was redesigned other than fan service? There actually was a reason for that, because I heard Yoshi P talk about that in the interview with the designers of the Glamour contest, I think somewhere around that, where they had in Realm Reborn, they didn't have any options other than the basic gear you could get for your character as well. So they had to use the standard set of gear to create these characters, apart from Minfilia maybe or something. But apart from these standard sets of gear, they had nothing to throw onto the characters. So I guess that at this spot they just wanted to rework the characters where it fits to the storyline, and here it fit to the storyline because, yeah, we just changed or swapped the world for Shadowbringers, and having a new design would fit to the new world they enter. This new city just looks stunning. Yeah, I think it does. It does. It really looks very, very cool. Wow, that really reminds me a lot of playing through Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This Greek style harbor city, I love that. This statue here is so Greek. I love that. That's super cool. The beginning music is reminding you of Smash theme. Okay, let me check this out again. Yeah, you're right. A little bit. You're right. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. I like these zooms and camera flies through. There he is.
This star still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
He's just so nice. I love Graha. I think Graha is definitely my favorite character of Shadowbringers, and I don't know. He's just awesome. Wow. Oh, here he is. Here's again. You can definitely hear the Singer of Architects here. He's having a very unique scream technique, and yeah, but I think if Macy hasn't told me that, I wouldn't know. But it's cool.
we must.
Do as you must then, but we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Yeah, she's awesome. I think what I really like about Miqo'te in general, and especially those that are featured in the game, like Y'shtola, for example, they're not only this uwu, but they're also the ara. And I really like that. I really, really like that. They look tough. Like I always tell you, they're not just the cute cat girls that you could expect here. It's more like they're tough and they are self-confident and they still look gorgeous. Absolutely. Yeah, and Xenos is still... I think I would simp for Xenos. If Xenos would have an OnlyFans account, I would pay my money for that, actually. Not because I'm sexually interested in Xenos, but he's just so freaking cool. If I would choose an optical representation of myself, and if I could choose kind of how I would look like in real life, it would definitely be Xenos. So there's no discussion about that for me. Yes, Sasco is right. Yeah, I would also simp for Estinian, so... Yeah, Macy, sexually interested in Xenos in the most heterosexual way. You're absolutely right. He's just awesome. He's cool. He looks awesome. I like his new design, by the way. Let's talk about Xenos' new style. I really like that. Because I think the first one we got in Stormblood was just highlighting on his backside a bit too much. And he just felt stiff a bit in that style. And the last one that we saw in the cutscenes in Shadowbringers was just like too much of a military officer or something. I didn't like that. And this is more like Xenos just unleashed all of his style, and he just let's be honest, Xenos did the true endgame as well. He's waiting for us for how many years did pass since we got into Novrand? He had much time for doing true endgame, right? So I guess that this is a good summary of Xenos' true endgame and the fashion contest that he may have visited in the meantime. So I guess it's a very cool design. Let's see the back of it again. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that we have a mixed up version here again. We have these gloves, these leatherette gloves, and we also have the chain mail armor here. That's really, really nice. I like that. And yeah, paired up with the rope fits to the overall theme of it, of the Reaper, very nicely, and to Xenos as well. His face has become more female, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I think Xenos looks way better in the trailer than in-game. I think here he really looks awesome. And it's not very female. Non-existence, do you remember the singer of Faun? Yeah, you do remember him, but there's a German folk band called Faun, and the singer exactly looks like Xenos. Yeah, exactly. Actually, he does look like Xenos. That's reminding me of him. You try not to remember, okay? You hate the fact that Xenos is so hot. You hate the character, but you can't deny the fact that he's stupid good looking. I don't think that the character is bad. He's, like I always claim, he's a prime example of the evil characters in the Final Fantasy universe, because he's just this iconic example of Sephiroth just who wants to see the world burn. He's not having the cool background story like Sephiroth has, but we don't know yet. Maybe we will get that in Endwalker, and I love that. And I agree to all of you, Emmett is also looking gorgeous and also a better character right now. For the point that we have info about him, Ahmed is definitely the better character so far. Yet to do a lot of farming to collect weapons. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's more than that. Shiny, it's more than that.
Green blades dark and light. Tolling the coming of the end.
Okay, and what did we find out? We found out that many characters had a very nice aesthetical overwork. That the singer of the song from the Endwalker trailer is the singer of Architects, a very popular, I think, Great Britain metalcore band. That is actually very popular on the global scale of metalcore, progressive metalcore fans. And I can see the problems some people have with this not so heavy orchestrated style of trailer and more like the thinned down music focusing on the singer and the scream parts of the trailer. But we also have these awesome transitions here that I want to highlight again. That's just awesome. That's magic. That's way above my editing skill. However they accomplish these flawless transitions.
But will our heroes deign to play their part?
That's really when you have to hook up your sound director and talk about, can we get this transition to be perfectly flawless? And both said just, yes, we can.
You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.